Hello. I have not been here in a long time, but hello friends. Happy Thanksgiving. It is currently 11:02 p.m. on Thanksgiving night, and I am really making the story time right now. Okay. Story time. So if you don't want to hear a spoiled brat complain about being talented and being pushed into different things rather than what they want to do with their talent, then don't watch this, because I am gonna be really cocky in this video, and I really apologize, but there are two things in my entire life that I am confident about, and this is one of them. So since I have no confidence anywhere else, I kind of overcompensate in confidence with this, and I'm probably gonna apologize a million times for sounding so cocky. Okay, so I'm in my second year of college. I'm a second year freshman, long story, and I'm in chorus at my school, and I am an alto 2. I have been an alto 2 since 9th grade. In 9th grade, my director put me as a soprano 2, and I was like, and after the first semester ended, I was like, honey, I'm an alto. So I've been singing alto 2 ever since then. I made second chair alto in 10th grade for district chorus. I had the third highest district score in chorus for my voice part in 12th grade. And I probably could have made it into states, but I didn't audition because I, number one, didn't want to, number two, didn't want to. And so at the beginning of the semester, our director is dividing us up, so soprano 1s, alto 2s, and then soprano 2/alto 1 mix. So if there's a part where the sopranos split but the altos don't, you sing the soprano 2 part, and if there's a part where the altos split and the sopranos don't, you sing the alto 1 part. And so he puts me in the alto 1 category. And I don't know why I am so nitpicky about this and so neurotic about this, but he put me in the alto 1 section. I was like, no, I'm not an alto 1, I'm an alto 2. And he was like, well, I'm putting you in the alto 1 section. I was like, no, I am an alto 2. And he insisted on putting me in the alto 1 section, and I almost cried in class. God bless, I did not cry in class. I choked up and everybody could hear that I was about to cry, but I did not actually cry in class. I did, however, cry a lot over the next 2 days. And that was on a Wednesday. I have that class Monday and Wednesdays. And so that was on a Wednesday. I emailed him that night, and I was like, hey, I have no stability in my life, but you know what is stability? Me being alto 2. Please let me be an alto 2. And I was sobbing as I was typing this email. I remember having to use my sweatshirt to wipe the tears off of my screen so that I could keep typing. And so he doesn't email me back, and he emails people back within a day, so he doesn't email me back. So then we get into class, and we don't have class on Monday because it's Labor Day. So we get into, sorry, I heard noise. So we get into class on Wednesday, and he's talking, and he makes me an alto 2. I cry tears of joy in class, blah 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 blah. So then we had our first concert last Friday, I think. It was the 16th, so yeah, last Friday. Because today's the 22nd. Yeah, so our first concert was last Friday. And after the concert, I emailed him, and I was like, hey, I would kind of like to be a tenor next semester, because I sang tenor for a few songs. Senior year of high school, I sang tenor when we went to Disney World. I sang tenor for the senior song, all this stuff. And I just really like singing tenor. And there are alto 2 notes that we have this semester, this repertoire, that I genuinely cannot reach. And I've been like, hi, I can't reach this note. Should I just lip sync it? And he's like, yeah, just, if you can't reach a note, just lip sync it. So there are notes that as an alto 2, I am singing this semester that I cannot reach. And so I was like, hey, kind of want to be a tenor. And so then he holds me up. He doesn't even hold me after class. I get out of the classroom, and I am almost outside the building, and somebody's like, Emmett! Alana calls me back, and she's like, he wants to see you. What keeps making noise? I hate this. And so I go back in, and he kicks everyone out of the classroom. and he's like, I need you guys to leave, and I'm like, oh god, like, this is awful, this is terrifying. And so I take my backpack off, and I walk over, and he's like, so why do you want to be a tenor? And so I explain, like, so I was a tenor senior year, I just really like singing tenor, like, there are notes that I'm singing as an alto too right now that, like, I can't reach, like, I just want to be a tenor. So we do a range test going down, and my pedal note is a D sharp below middle C, I think. Yeah, D sharp below middle C. And then we do a range test going up, and I get up to the A, I want to say, above the second C, I think. It may be the A above middle C, I don't know. But I get to, like, a note that's more in the, like, my range was higher than it was lower. And so he's like, no, you can't be a tenor. And, like, that kind of hurt a little bit. But this is the part that, like, killed me. This part, like, literally split my soul in half. I was heartbroken. Like, this hurt worse than kind of sort of being cheated on. Like, this was, like, pure heartbreak. And he was like, okay, I don't know if you guys just heard and saw that, but something made a noise, and then the lights flickered, so that's cool. Bostwick, do your thing. Bostwick is my house demon. Bostwick, do your thing. Just let me have lighting until I'm done with this. And so this was part that broke my heart. He's like, I think that you are undertrained, and, like, he basically said that I was an undertrained soprano too. And he was like, have you ever taken voice lessons? And I was like, yeah. He was like, when? And I was like, in, like, junior year of high school. And he was like, okay, blah, 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 blah. And, like, my voice teacher, when I took voice lessons, literally, like, she had to drop her clients because she got into the San Diego Opera, and then she left San Diego because she got into an opera in Maryland that's, like, a huge opera, like Baltimore, Annapolis, I don't heckin' know. And, like, she's, like, really freaking good, and she has, like, years of experience behind her. And so, like, he is, like, talking about how, like, he wants me to start taking privates, because like, I've been on the fence about my major, because right now I'm general, and I was leaning towards elementary special ed, but I really want to go into musical theater, and I'll make a different video about that sometime. But I just saw Something Rotten on the Broadway tour, and, like, and I was like, okay, musical theater all the way, musical theater all the freaking way. And so he was basically like, you're undertrained, blah, 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 blah. And so he asked me about my major, and I told him, and, like, I'm literally, like, 19. Like, I feel like general studies major is, like, a good major to have when you're 19. Like, I'm not even 19 and a half. Like, I don't even know, like, I'm not old enough to do, like, I'm not old enough to drink. How am I supposed to be old enough to decide what I'm going to do for the rest of my existence? Like, and so I'm a general major, I'm at a community college, and I have, like, 2 different plans depending on what major, I have, like, 4 different plans depending on what major I decide. Pardon. But yeah, no, and so I'm chilling, and so, like, he's kind of pushing me towards the music major to get my AFB in music, and I'm kind of like, I don't know, like, blah, 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 because, like I said, like, I'm on the fence, and, like, he basically was like, I think with training you could become a soprano 2, maybe a soprano 1, and, like, that's what hurt my soul, that is what broke my heart. And so we talk a little bit more, and I leave, and this was the last time I saw him. This was on Monday. We didn't have class yesterday. Oh my god, it's only been 3 days. Oh my god, it's only been 3 days. We didn't have class yesterday because today's Thanksgiving, and so we have class on Monday, then we have our concert on Tuesday. And so, like, I managed to, like, I was like, okay, can't cry here, can't cry on the sidewalk, I'll cry when I get in my car. So I managed to get to my car without crying, and then I ended up not crying in my car, and I went and I hung out with Caitlin, and we went shopping. I know we went to Harris Teeter, and while we were in the Harris Teeter parking lot, because I was just in a bad mood, I wasn't talking, I didn't want to listen to music, nothing. And, like, so while we were in the Harris Teeter, while she was in Harris Teeter, I was in the car in the parking lot, and like I started crying, but not like crying, like, or I wasn't like sobbing, but I was like crying. And so then we get back to her house, blah blah blah, and then Libby texts me, and I call her, and I kind of like give her the rundown, and I start sobbing, like straight up sobbing. And so then like once I managed to like stop crying, I really may cry. Once I managed to stop crying, like me and Caitlin just hung out, whatever. And then I got home and I called Casey, and I was like already crying. I called Casey and he answered, and we talked, and I just cried a bunch more, and like I just kept crying and crying and crying and crying and crying, and like I'm still like super stressed about this. Now I'm in the more like petty phase about it. Like obviously I'm not going to do anything, like he's my course director, I need to respect him, but like when I'm with Caitlin, because she's literally the only person that I ever spend an ounce of time with, like I'll make like a comment about something like while I'm singing or something, but like that literally broke my heart, because like I have been in alto too, and like I can sing really low, like God, that means I have to make a cover. Oh God, I don't want to make a cover. I have an acapella video that I made with the acapella app. No, that's not what I'm talking about. That's just really good singing. Sorry, I'm so cocky. Like I have videos of me singing tenor, and like the 5 Seconds of Summer, Don't Stop acoustic version. I can sing the like after the every day is the same, all the games that you play, back and forth, run around, kinda like it this way. I can do like the don't stop. Like I have a video of me doing that, and like doing it like in that octave, and it's like I was shook. I love it. And like I have another video that I literally made a little tenor folder if you wanted to like hear me singing tenor, and like I can sing the tenor part from Make Them Hear You from Ragtime. I can sing Make Them Hear You from Ragtime like in the octave that it's in, like the verses and everything, like without a problem, and just different stuff like that. And like I just like it kind of broke my soul a little bit, like that he called me a soprano too, and that he called me undertrained, because like I've been singing since I was 2. Like I've been singing on a stage since I was 2. I had my first solo at 6 years old. I had 2 solos when I was 10. I've been in 4 different musicals. Yeah, 4 different musicals. I had another solo in 6th grade that I just remembered. I did chorus literally, like, cause you know, up through like 6th grade you have to do, or at least in my school, up through 6th grade you have to do music, like it's forced. But like I didn't do any music 7th grade, but I did chorus 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, and I'm in chorus now. And then I have been in, outside of elementary school, I've been in 4 musicals. Outside of middle school, I've been in 3 musicals. And I'm in a show with the Virginia Stage Company right now. Like, I, like, have been doing this for a long time. Like, I know my voice, and I know my voice better than anybody else does. Like, that's one of my biggest things. Like, I know my voice better than anybody else does, because I've been living with it and using it for the past 19 years. Like, from the moment I started singing, like, I don't even remember singing when I was 2, but I remember being in kindergarten singing at the PE program. I remember the songs, not the PE program, the Thanksgiving program. I remember the songs we sang at the Thanksgiving program. And, like, I have been using this voice. Like, I have been singing with this same voice for the past 19 years. And, like, I know my voice. And, like, I am not a soprano, too. And there was one point when we were doing the range test, and it was, like, ma, ma, ma. And then we'd go up or like down depending on what we were doing, and we had gone up, and the top note I had, like, my voice squeaked, and so we got to the next one, and I was like, I can't sing this high, and he was like, you can, you just don't want to. And like, no, my voice already squeaked. Like, I cannot sing that high. Like, my voice already squeaked. And like, I don't know, I'm just really like I'm just really upset, and like it really hurt my heart a lot. My heart is genuinely broken. It's healing, but like I genuinely like was a hot mess. I was a hot mess 2 nights ago. Tuesday night I was a hot mess. I literally called like 8 different people, calling people like 7 times, like leaving them voicemails being like, oh my god, I hate you, blah blah blah. Like I was just a mess. God bless Casey, he let me come over and talk to him for a little bit, and I love Casey. But yeah, that's my story time about me just being a spoiled little brat that can sing and is not being allowed to sing what they want to sing. I am so sorry that I'm being so cocky. I do know that I'm being cocky. I do know that I am being a spoiled brat. I do know that I am a spoiled brat. So, like, please don't be like, oh my god, you're such a spoiled brat, like, you think you have it so bad. Like, no, I know that I'm being a spoiled brat about this, and I know I'm being cocky about this, and I know that I'm probably taking this for granted, like, taking an opportunity for granted, but also, private lessons are really freaking expensive, and I can't afford that. Like, we can't afford that right now. Like, like, my health is awful right now. Like, everybody in my family has just bad health. My joints are going downhill. Like, everything's going, like, wrong in my body. So I just, like, can't afford, like, to do privates. I can't afford, like, a bunch of different stuff, and, like, I understand that, like, I am very lucky to be in the situation that I am, and I'm very lucky to be at this college and be in this chorus, and, like, to have the voice that I do, because, like, I do have a good voice. Like, I'm not gonna, like, be like, oh my god, I can't really sing that well. Like, I do have a good voice, and, like, I'm so lucky to have that, and I'm so, like, thankful that I have a good voice, because I genuinely have no idea where I'd be without music and everything. But yeah, no, like, I'm sorry, I'm being a spoiled brat. I am just a cocky, spoiled brat when it comes to my voice, and I'm really awkward about it, and I feel really bad about it. I'm really sorry for being a cocky, spoiled brat, but, like, I am acknowledging that I am being a cocky, spoiled brat right now. And yeah, thank you for coming to Storytime. I'm sorry that I am so self-centered. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. I hope all of y'all had an amazing Thanksgiving, and stay safe Black Friday shopping. I got in a car accident on Black Friday a couple years ago. Stay safe Black Friday shopping. Go out and get them deals. If you're working tomorrow, go out and get that bread. I know I'm getting some bread tomorrow. Not a lot of bread, but I'm still getting some bread. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. Have an amazing rest of your lives. Rest of however long until I upload again. No idea when that's going to be, because we all know I can't keep a schedule. So yeah, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, thanks for watching, bye!